Hello everyone, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Jay here. Welcome to another edition of Jay's Spot, episode number 22. We on episode number 22. We working. We doing them numbers. I want to thank you for all those who faithfully tune in each and every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I salute you guys. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in, rocking out with your boy, listening to what I got to say, whether you're retweeting, whether you're sharing my episodes, whether you're clicking the thumbs up button or the heart button. I salute you. Thank you for rocking out with me. It means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart. And I'm just trying to, be on a positive level and give back in any way I can. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. If you can, at the bottom of your screen, just click that share button so we can share this episode. I ask of my followers and viewers to do that each and every Tuesday. If you could just share the episodes so it could get out there, like to your Facebook friends, because it might be something I'm talking about that could something someone is going through, and it might could shed some light on their situation or help out in any way possible. So if you could do that for me, I really appreciate it. Just click that share button, and thank you. Duncan, salute. Thank you for tuning in. Tamara, salute. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys can, please click that share button so we can share this episode and, help out others that could possibly use my advice or maybe some of the viewers, like maybe it might be something you might speak about that someone else that's watching could, take heed to what you're saying. So thank you for just doing that for me, and I appreciate it. So, but for tonight's episode, the time right now is 8:39. It took me a little while to sign on because the internet wanted to be acting funny, but I'm finally here. But tonight's episode we talking about is basically, I spoke about it for the men, for the men. So we flipping the roles, and we're gonna talk about child support and should women be forced to pay child support even if the man have full custody of their child. So that's the episode we talk about tonight. Should women be forced to pay child support even though the man have full custody of their child? So let me know what y'all got, how y'all feel about that. Like, what y'all got to say. Personally, for me, I would say yes, the woman should be forced to pay child support, because when the kid is in the mother's care and, for whatever reason, y'all separated, y'all went your separate ways, the woman want to be spiteful and be bitter and be like, oh, you could have been taking care of your child from day one. Since that child, he or she came out the womb, you as the father could have been taking care of that child from day one. Because the woman want to be spiteful or bitter, they're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to take you for what you got. So now that the tables have turned, yes, I think the woman should be forced to pay child support. And when I say I think the woman should be, I'm not saying it on no, payback, like be bitter just like she's being bitter. No, I'm not saying that. But I do feel some women need to get a dose of their own medicine. I really do feel some women really need to get a dose of their own medicine. Like, the women really need to see what it's like to get paid and they're garnishing your paycheck. Or you had plans to do stuff with your kids, but then you get your paycheck and they took a little more than what they were supposed to. Like, the women really need to go through that and see what it feels like. And then maybe they'll get an understanding and stop being so childish and vindictive and bitter and malicious, and they'll sit back and say, yo, this is what I'm putting this man through, but I'm going through this right now, and this is not fun. Because child support really isn't fun. It's really not fun. Like, really and truly, it's really not fun. And that's coming from a man of experience dealing with it. It's not fun. But when you're someone who's smart and you're a go-getter and you know how to make things work from out of nothing, then you got to pat yourself on the back. And God is going to bless you in a million ways. A million ways God is going to bless you, because you turning $1 into like $100. And people always going to wonder, like, yo, how he doing it or how she doing it or whatever the case may be. But you making it work. You making it work. So some women, they don't know what it's like to have their paychecks garnished. They don't know what it's like to not being able to do things that you usually used to do in the past before getting put on child support. So some women really need to go through it. And then hopefully if they have a change of heart, and if they have a heart, they'll see what they doing to that man. It wasn't cool. Because look what happened. The roles are being reversed, and now they're going through it. They're dealing with it. Now, when this topic was brought up, like, I had a couple female friends. They were telling me, no, the woman shouldn't have to pay child support because she's the woman. She pushed those kids out, so she shouldn't be forced to pay anything. Now, you know, to each his own. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. But I feel where me and my friends, you know, hit a little roadblock. It's like, how can you say something like that? But these women are putting these men to suffer. So why can't the man flip it and let the woman see what it's like? And my friends, they were like, oh, but still, that's not a man. That's not a man. Okay, granted. Once again, to each his own. That may not be a man. But if a man is doing for his children, and because either the man leave the woman or the man don't want to be with the woman anymore, is that of a woman to go run and put him on child support? Isn't it the same thing? Like, I really want to know, like, isn't it the same thing? So for some women to say, oh, that's not a man, oh, because he put her on child support. But what happens to the man that's doing for his kids and he still gets put on child support? What about that? So how can you say one and not the other? Like, I'm a little puzzled by it. It's not fair. Because like I said in previous episodes when I talked about this topic with child support, when it was, you know, pertaining to the man, I always said it and I still say it to this day. Only reason I feel a woman should put a man on child support is if that man is not doing anything. Like, that man is bringing home not 500, but like $1,000 paycheck, a $1,500 paycheck, and he's not giving the kid anything. Then yeah, the woman is supposed to, you know what? That's how you want to treat me, that's how you want to treat your kid or your kids. I'm gonna put you on child support. Those are the men that belong on child support. The men that have the money, the men that know they have kids and not even paying attention to their kids. So those are the men I feel belong on child support. But you don't put a man on child support that's doing for his kids from day one. From day one. It might not be what the woman want. It might not be the $500 she want every paycheck or the $1,000 she want from every paycheck. Let's be serious here. The man is doing something. The man is, whether he's getting Pampers, whether he's getting Similac, whether he's paying for the daycare, whether he's buying clothing for the kids back, like, he's doing something. He's doing something. And some women don't look at that. They just automatically feel, no, I want more and more and more and more. But this man is doing something. Now, had the man not been doing anything, then yeah, you have a right to run the child support and get in his pockets and garnish his paychecks. Then yeah, I'm for that. If that's what you want to do, if the man is not doing for his kids and he's bringing in a good salary and he's he's like, just kicking the kid to the curb and going to hang out with his friends or going to hang out with whoever, then yeah, you got my 100% guidance. I salute you on it. I'll follow you up on that. But a man that is doing for his child, you don't go get in his pockets just because the man left you or because you don't see eye to eye with the man or for whatever reason. I've heard some real low reasons why women put men on child support. And it's like, really? But, I can't intervene. I can't say but so much. It's not my situation. But I listen and I hear it and it's like, wow, you really put this man on child support for that? Like, you're that bitter? For real? So it's crazy. So, yeah, the tables should get turned. And a woman should see how it feels to be put on child support. See what it's like to get your paycheck garnished. See what it's like, for example, like if you owe back child support. See what it feels like when you do your taxes and that back child support you owe, they take everything. Like a woman go through that. I mean, I thank God I've never, experienced that, but a woman needs to see what that feel like. And then maybe she will get an understanding and be like, yo, I could work it out with this man. We don't see eye to eye, but we have to be here for these kids. We have to be here for these kids. This man is doing something. It's not what I would want, but he's doing something. So let me work with this man. Like some women really take advantage of the system and they run out there and really try to hurt a man's pockets. And I blame the system too as well, because the system they should do, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but the system should really do an investigation. They shouldn't just automatically jump in just because this woman says she wants child support, you give her child support. Like, it should be some kind of steps that should be taken to see, like, oh, does this man really need to be put on child support, or does this woman really need to be put on child support? It should be some kind of steps. It's just too easy for these women to run down there or run up there or run wherever and put a man on child support just because they're not together anymore. Like, to my viewers out there that's watching, like, do you think that's fair? Do you think it's fair that a woman should just run and put a man on child support just because he left her, or because either she left him, vice versa, or they broke up, period? Do you really think that that's fair? Like, getting in a man's pockets like that really plays on a man's mind. To know you getting like a $1,500 paycheck, but then when you get paid, you seeing like $400 or $500, like, that will play on a man's mind, on his soul, on his conscience. Like, that's just not fair. So, yes, I feel women should be forced to pay child support once the man has custody of their child. Like, she need to feel it. Her pockets need to get tampered with. Her pockets need to get damaged. Her account needs to get damaged. And all of this is not coming from a bitter person or a vindictive person or a malicious person. This is just how I feel. Fair is fair and right is right. Like, I wasn't treated fair in my past relationship. I wasn't treated fair, but I still got put on child support because I said enough was enough. Because I went my separate ways and I still got hit. Like, it's crazy. It is really sad. So the system, like, child support, if y'all watching this episode, like, y'all really need to change your guidelines, and y'all need to do an investigation before just granting these women these child support cases, or vice versa, or men. Like, it don't only go one way. I'm a fair person, and anyone that knows me out there know I'm a fair person. I don't see things one-sided. I see things both sides. As well as when I see it both sides, I step out of the box and I still see it from all different angles. That's me. I'm a fair person. I've been this way from day one. Those that know me know this about me. I'm a fair person. Like, real talk. Got a comment that came in from Marie. I think it's fair game if a man has his child or children in the position that the mother help support them financially. It's not about the mother or father roles. It's about the good of the children. Marie, I salute you. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's about the child or the children. So yes, if the man does have custody, the mother should help out financially. Because if it's the other way around, the mother wants the man to help out financially. So now the tables turn. So the woman should help out financially if the man has custody of the child or the children. It's just sad when people say and claim that they're grown, but then still do childish acts. And I say all of that to say, you saying you're grown. You saying you could do everything. You could do this, that, and the third. You'll take care of your kids on your own. You don't need no man. A man ain't shit. A man is good for nothing. This, that, and the third. Blah, 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 blah. We all know how the saying goes. So if that's how you feel about this man, why, when this man walks away, or why, when y'all don't work out anymore, you running down for child support? If you're so grown and you so don't need this man and you don't need his money and he could go to hell and he could die and this, that, and the third, why you want anything from this man? Why? Because if I was a woman and that's the game I was playing, I'm not going to nobody's child support. I'm not going to nobody's child support. I'm gonna be like, yo, I could do this on my own. That's why I salute from the bottom of my heart. I salute women out there that do it on their own, and they're playing both roles in their kid's life or their child's life. Because remember, when that kid gets older, or when those children get older, they gonna see what their mother did. They gonna see their mother bust her ass, possibly work 2 jobs, did what she had to do to provide for them kids, and she didn't have to ask those kids' fathers for anything. Those are the women I salute, and I tip my hat to, and I will always salute them and tip my hat to them. It's not easy. Granted, raising a child or children is not easy. It's a big responsibility, and it's a big task, and it's hard as ever. But if you took that responsibility to be a mother, or you took that responsibility to be a father, and you could do it on your own without having to run to anyone's child support, then I salute you. I salute you 100%. 100%. Salute, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in as well. Thank you. But it's not fair. It's really not fair. And women need to, not women, but some women that just can't grow up, they really need to grow up. Because if you don't want to have anything to do with this man, and you claim you could do this, you could do that all on your own, why run for child support? Why? Because me and a lot of other men that I know, if we done with a woman, we done with a woman. We're not gonna run and go be bitter and play childish games and try to get back at you and all that stuff. Because you doing all of that shows you still want the person. Am I right or wrong? Let's be real here. You doing all of this stuff, that shows you still want the person, or you want something from that person. Like, come on. If you're not through with a person or done with a person, keep it real. Keep it 100 and tell them, like, yo, I don't want this to end. I want to work it out. This, that, and the third, blase, 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 blase. It's not that hard. It's called communication. But to the topic, like, I personally feel child support shouldn't exist. That's just my personal belief. I have reasons why I feel this way, and if I have enough time, I will get into it. But I just feel child support shouldn't exist, because it's a way to really damage whether the man or the woman. It is. It's a way to damage them, because if you're not making enough money and you get put on child support, let's say you're making $300, you bring home $300 every week, and you get hit for child support. Now, if it's one kid, it's 17% they're garnishing. If it's two kids, it's 25% they're garnishing. And if it's three kids, I believe it's 30 something percent. Don't quote me on that, but it's something in that ballpark. Now, just hear me out here now. You're making $300. I mean, you bring home $300. You get hit for child support. Now, if it's one child, I believe they take $50 out of that check. Okay, you see a little $250. That's still not. You still can't live off of that. It's two kids. I can't. Well, 300. I can't really remember, but you'll probably bring home like about 200 and something dollars. That's still nothing. That's still not. You still can't survive off of that, because look at all of this. You have rent. You have light. You have gas. You have to put clothes on your back. You have to buy Metro cards to get to work, or if you drive, you have to have gas money. You have to have groceries in your fridge. How? Like, I'm taking a page out of Kanye West's book. How is that man or that woman supposed to survive off of a $200 paycheck or a $250 paycheck? How? And these women are not seeing that. That's why it's so easy for them to just run and jump and go on and put the man on child support, because they don't give two fucks. They could care less about that. They could care less if that man eats. They could care less if that man gets to work. And that's the sad part about it, because behind every action is a reaction. And let me show you something to the bitter women out there. To the bitter women, bitter men, it go both ways. Now, you put this man on child support or this woman on child support, vice versa. If he or she does not have money to get a Metro card, you know they can't get to work, right? And if they can't get to work, they can't get a paycheck to pay you your child support. And most women are not thinking lines. Most women, I'm talking to women now. Most women are not thinking along those lines, because they just feel he's working. I want all his money. But if this man does not have enough money to get a Metro card or to put gas in his car, how are you gonna get your pay? How are you gonna get your child support? Let me know that. Holla at me, please. And women don't, and it's sad because women don't think about it like that. They just think for the moment, think long term. And forget all of that. Let's talk about the kids. You're really only hurting the kids, because you're putting this man or this woman on child support, and say this man wanted to buy gifts for his kids, and he gets his paycheck. He only get $100 He done promised his kids, like, oh yeah, daddy's gonna do this for y'all. Daddy's gonna do this, and then he's looking at his paycheck, $100. How is he supposed to do for his kids and then still get a Metro card and then still have money for lunch when he goes to work? That's all I want to know. How? Please tell me. So, all of that being said, yes, the table should be turned, and a woman really needs to see what it feels like. She really needs to see how it feels to have her pockets tampered with. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Got another comment from Marie. Marie comment reads, I think most women want the financial security. It guarantees you a contribution on the father's part. It is very hard raising children on your own. That's very true. So you go to the court to get your cut. However, I don't agree with doing it for spitefulness or being vindictive. Marie, I feel the same way. And that's what I've been saying. A lot of women take this child support to be spiteful or to be vindictive or to be malicious or to be evil or to just hurt this man. So to those men out there that have custody of their child, if you feel fit, you want to go put your ex on child support, by all means, rock out. Do you? Because you need financial help. Because you're the one, you have custody of the child or the children. Because if it was the other way around, of course, the woman is going to put you on child support because why? She needs financial help. So, like, I when I touch this topic, it bothers me a lot. It hurts a lot because women don't put the kids first. They do not put the kids first. They rather put their own selfish acts first. And I myself personally, I'm dealing with that right now. I'm dealing with that right now. I got put on child support because I walked away. Where they do that at? But I'm still in my kids' life. I'm still doing for my kids. I'm still around. I'm still being a father. I'm still playing a role. I'm still doing everything that a father's supposed to do. Fighting for my kids and all. In court and all. Now, being a parent, I've noticed this. Being a parent sometimes pushes you to do things you don't want to do. But once you're a goddamn great parent, then you have to fight for your kids. If you have to go put your ex on papers for visitation, right, or for custody, then you got to do what you got to do. You don't want your kids to grow up and see daddy didn't fight for me or daddy didn't try. Nothing is wrong with trying. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people in this world today. Everyone is scared of trying. They're scared of failure. Of course, granted, we all scared of failure. No one wants to fail. But if you fail, you're going to learn. In my opinion, if you fail, you're going to learn. Because you tried it once, you failed. Okay, you know what to expect. So you go back at it again. And you go back at it again. And you go back at it again. And then sooner or later, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. I just can't respect people that give up on their kids. And I can't respect people who put their own selfish needs before their kids. You're not a real parent to me. You're not a real mother to me, and you're not a real father. It is what it is. So, back to what I was saying, like, the court system, once it comes to child support, they really need to do some investigating. They really need to check their guidelines before they rule these women child support or rule men child support. Like, it go both ways with me. Like I told you guys, I'm a fair person. I'm not going to only come up here and talk one-sided with one situation and leave out the other side. No, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. So, like, to those people out there who are mature enough and can talk it out with their ex partner or their current partner, however you feel fit, you want to name it. To those who are mature enough to handle it on a grown level, I salute you. Because why? You're putting the kids first. You're not putting your selfishness first. You're putting the kids first. And I salute that. I salute any parent that goes above and beyond for their kids. Any parent. Because remember, these kids didn't ask to be here. We brought them here. They didn't ask to be here. Who knows? If it was up to them, they probably would have said, no, y'all could have left me where I was at. I'm just saying. These kids didn't ask to be here. But while they are here, parents need to come together and stop being foolish and stop being negative and petty and doing for their kids. Got a comment from Dunkley. Yes, I do agree that a woman can pay child support for a child who lives with the father, especially if the woman is very financially stable. That's true. And my view has nothing to do with women feeling what men feels or vice versa. I'm just looking at it from a fair point of view. Exactly. That's the same way I feel. Like, it has to be from a fair point of view. It can't just be one sided. Like if the woman's financially stable and she's caking like that, and the man has custody, and he hits you for child support, handle like a woman. Vice versa. If the man is financially stable and he's rocking out and he's popping Moet and champagne every other night, rock out. Do what you want to do. But I really do feel it should not happen. I really do feel that, because if y'all both are financially stable, y'all could just come as two grown ups and sit down and split it down the middle. Like the man say, okay, I could give you money for this, or the woman say, okay, I could give you money for this. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? That's being mature. That's being mature about the situation. That means you're putting the kids first. You're putting the children first. You're not being petty and vindictive and running down to the courts to have the courts garnish his pockets or her pockets. You're handling like a mature grown up. And that's what's wrong with this day and age generation. Like no one wants to be mature about stuff anymore. They always want to have a third party intervening and telling them what to do. Why you want someone else to tell you what to do for your kids? Like, think about that. Why do you want a third party that don't even know y'all both from a hole in the wall to intervene to tell you what you should pay from what you should not pay? What was that third party in the room when y'all was conceiving this child or these children? No. So why run to these people now? Why run to these people now? That's something to think about, man. That's really something to think about. Ooh, Marie hit me with a long comment. Okay, I'm gonna try to read this out. Okay, Marie comment. Unfortunately, you have to pay attention to the woman/man that you date. That's true. Granted, you really don't know a person next move until they are placed in a situation that requires them to make a move. Also true. However, poor judgment in a partner creates these situations as well. I pay attention to things. A man who can't manage his own bills is no man for me. A man that can't keep a job is no man for me. A man who doesn't respect his mom, no man for me. Pay attention to the stories you are told about other family members and friends who have put their child mother or father for child support. These things are all red flags. Marie, you're absolutely right. You have a point there. No, you have a lot of points there. I salute you for that. I salute you for that comment. You're right. You are absolutely right. It's a lot of red flags when you date someone, that's true. But where us men and women get mess it up at, we fall for the person too easy, too quick. So we fall for them too quick. We don't know their family situation. We don't know, or we might know it, but it goes in one ear and out the other ear because we're so madly, feeling this person or falling in love with this person. We don't pay attention to the red signs. I'm a man. I could say it was red flags in front of my eyes and I didn't pay attention to it. I'm a man. I can admit that. How many men or women out there can admit they messed up? I messed up. I don't regret my kids. Not at all. I do not regret my kids. I regret not paying attention to them, paying attention to those red flags. So, Marie, you're absolutely right about that. Red flags, they be right there in front of our eyes and we just don't pay attention to them. But when we do pay attention to them, we can't go wrong. We wouldn't be in the situations that we're placed in or we're forced in. So you're absolutely right about that, Marie. I salute you for that. Another comment from Dunkley. There are some women, once they leave the child with the father, that's it. Let me read that again. There are some women, once they leave the child with the father, that's it. It's powerful right there. That is so true. They are working good. They are working good money and living a good life, but does not. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. They are working good money and living a good life, but does not do nothing for the child. By right, the father should be able to go to court and have the mother paying child support. That's true. That's so true. You're absolutely right about that, Dunkley. That's so true. And what I was saying was so powerful, where you just said there are some women, once they leave the child with the father, that's it. I know many, and I lie to you not. I need more than my 10 fingers. I know many women who left their kids with the father and didn't look back. Didn't look back. Because why? They couldn't. I guess they didn't have the motherly instinct in them. And it's sad and it hurts that for me to actually say that I know women like this. I mean, I'm not 100%, close with these women that have done this, but I know quite a lot of women who done that. Left the kids with the father, and went and lived their own life because they wasn't ready to be a mother. Like, that's sad. Tell me that's not sad. How you go into labor for how many ever hours to push this child out, and the next thing you know, you turn your back on the child because you can't live up to the hype. Well, not even the hype, correction. You can't live up to the fact of being a mother. That's sad. Brown, salute. What up, bro? Salute. Thank you for tuning in. I know you probably know about the topic we talk about tonight, but the topic is, should women be forced to pay child support if the man has full custody of the child? I had a lot of good comments coming in. A lot of the viewers, they were stating a lot of great points they were putting out there, and yeah, we just want to know, like, how should the woman be forced to pay child support if the man has full custody of the child? So, yeah, as I was just saying, I know some women who left their kids with the father and just turned their back on the kids, and they're somewhere else living a free life, like they don't have kids or a child. Like, you just didn't push out a kid 6 months ago or a year ago or 2 years ago, so all of a sudden you're carefree, you're child free, just because it wasn't in you to be a mother. Then if that's the case, use protection. Like, this is something that's gonna always bother me and touch me, because these kids didn't ask to be here. These kids did not ask to be here. But while they are here, we as parents and good parents, great parents, we need to do what we have to do to make a better living in life for these kids. Because once again, they didn't ask to be here. We brought them here. They didn't ask to be here. We brought them here. So we really have to do better. We really have to do better, man. That's why I'm pushed so hard for the kids, and I'm trying my best and my hardest to fight for a lot of things for kids, and whether it's in the community or whether it's giving back, because there's so many kids out here nowadays. They're really suffering. They're really going through it, and they don't have the resources or the help. And the parents have the money or doing whatever with the money. Going out partying, going out buying a new Gucci bag, going out buying the new Jordans. When you have your kids that's hurting. that could use a new pair of Jordans, or could use a new book bag, or could use a new hat, or could use a new jacket, or a new pair of pants, or some underwears, or like, come on, man, please. If y'all rocking with Jay Spot and y'all rocking with me, check me out every Tuesday, man. I'm just here trying to bring this positive message. That's all I'm trying to do. And if it get out there to the world and people hear this, then I know I'm doing my part. I know I'm helping out. I know I'm doing something. I know I'm doing God's work. Put it that way. Let's put it that way. I'm doing God's work. I'm on a different page in my life. I'm on a different type of timing. If I can help, I'm going to help. If I could give back, I'm going to give back. That's what Jay Spot is about. That's what I'm about. And like I always say, if you know me, then you know this about me. You know this about me. But yeah, like, y'all, is there anything else y'all y'all want to put out there about this topic? Like, we still got some time left. I get a little deep with this topic, and I just love it. I just love the fact that I have fans and viewers out there that's checking me out and, supporting my movement and rocking with me. I salute you guys from the bottom of my heart. I salute you guys. My bro Brown just dropped a comment. Women should definitely pay for child support. It should be no different as if the children live with the mother. That's true. The child needs financial support. The system is biased towards men. That's also true. The system really does not have the sympathy for men. It is not really commonly spoken about needing support, but they do. Brown, Brown, listen. You are so on point, man. You are so on point. And it's crazy because I really didn't want to say that word bias, that the system is biased towards men, but that really is that's what it is. The system is really biased towards men. Like, they could care less if the man is making $5. If that woman put you on child support, you got to give up $4 out that $5. So the man is only left with $1. Like, come on, like, this system, and if I go further with these episodes or with this J Spot period, if I go further, I'm going to fight the system. I'm going to go at it with the system behind this. Because it's not fair. It is really not fair. A man should not bring home $5 and no correction. Because he won't bring home that $5. Once he get hit for child support, he ain't seeing that $5. But a man should not have to bring home $1 for making a $5 paycheck. Why? Because he gets put on child support, so $4 got to go. It gets garnished before he can even touch it. Like, that's not fair. That is not fair. And Brown, like I was saying, I was basically saying a little while ago, well, a couple minutes ago, that women need to get their pockets tampered with. They need to see what it feels like to get a $100 paycheck and only bring home $40 out that paycheck. They really need to see what that feels like. And then maybe, just maybe, they'll have a change of heart and have an understanding and sit down and say to themselves, yo, I could work this out with this man. Me and this man could just come together 50-50 and work this out. I don't got to put this man on child support. And the sad thing about it, here's the sad thing about child support. These women be feeling that when they put you on child support, they're going to get $500-$600. You can't get that. Only if the man is well off, like he makes a good salary, then yeah, granted, you just might get that. But if this man is only making a $500 paycheck, for one kid, you're going to see probably like $60 out there. For two kids, you're probably going to see like $120, if that much. So if these women were smart, they would know you'll get more from this man if you let him give you, if y'all sit down as adults, mature adults, and this man tells you, like, I could give you possibly $200, $250 a month or $300 a month. Granted, I know some might say when they see this, but that's not enough. That's not enough. It might not be enough, but the man is doing something. He's giving something. So why do you want to see this man suffering and can't buy his Metro card, can't put gas in his car to get to work. Like, y'all just thinking about it for the moment. Y'all not thinking long term. Y'all not thinking long term. Y'all really just thinking for that moment. So to the women out there who are mature adults, to the men out there who are mature adults and can sit down with their ex or their ex-wife or whatever you want to call it and work something out, I salute you. I back you up 100%. You got my support. Because why? You're not going to a third party to let a third party intervene and tell you what to do for your kids. Like, let's be real here. Let's be serious here. I tried that. I tried to be mature about that situation. I tried to go to my kid's mother and talk to her on more than one occasions. More than one occasions. I did it through text messaging. I even attempted through phone. I got nowhere. But I didn't give up. I didn't go crazy. I didn't fuss and fight. I just said, if you want to go about it this route, then we gonna fight. We gonna fight. Because I know I do for my kids. My kids know my daughter, she's one, but my son know I do for my son, for him. So it's like you doing all of this, but in the end, that kid is going to be the one to sit and say, well, my dad did do this. My dad did do that. My dad did buy this. My dad did buy that. Like, come on. And these women don't think about it. Like, these kids are going to be the ones that's going to get older and see it and be like, yo, daddy was doing his job. Mommy went and put him on child support because daddy didn't want to be with mommy anymore. Like, I had a person ask me one day. I had a person ask me one day. What if your son or your daughter come across your movement that you're doing? I simply said, if my son come across it or my daughter come across it, I want them to sit and go through my episodes and see daddy fought. Daddy didn't just let mommy take over. Daddy didn't just let mommy run all over him. Daddy fought. Daddy fought for us. Daddy fought back. And that's something I'm instilling and trying to teach my kids from now. Like, you have to fight. Some people don't want to fight because they don't want to go through the running back and forth. Granted, none of us want to do it. But those are your kids. You got to fight for your kids. Because when it's all said and done, your kids get older and your kids look back and your kids see, yo, daddy fought for us. Mommy did what she did to daddy, but daddy fought for us. So if my son or my daughter ever come across my episodes, I just want them to sit and go through it with a level head and just think like, daddy wouldn't be doing all this if daddy wasn't fighting. Because a man who's not gonna let's be real here. A man who could care less about his kids, you really think he's gonna go through fighting for his kids? He's gonna be like, oh, you want me for child support? All right, take child support. I don't gotta see you or the kids. I don't think like that. That's not me. In the beginning when I got hit for child support, yeah, it hurt. It hurt like hell. It hurt like hell. It was some nights I cried myself to sleep. Some nights I cried myself to sleep. I'm sorry. But then, I thought about it. I did research. And I got the help that I needed to fight. I got the help that I needed to fight back. I didn't just sit there and get rolled over on or get tumbled over. I fought back. And that's what's important. I fought back. Sorry, a comment from Brown. That is a good point. Mothers are usually the ones who play the nurturing role for the child. But yes, many women need to see how financial hardship is pertaining to raising kids, especially the ones who breed for a paycheck. Exactly, Brown. Thank you. Thank you. And it's sad because I feel a lot of women out here only breed for a paycheck. You brought it up before I could get to it, but thank you for bringing that up, Brown. But yeah, a lot of women out here I feel really breed just to get that paycheck. Like, oh, he do construction, okay, I'm gonna get knocked up by him and then I'm gonna move on, but I'm gonna get half that paycheck. Like, it's real. Yo, Brown, to my viewers out there, it's real out there in the field. It's women out there that really feel like this, that will really get knocked up for a man just because he's making a MTA paycheck, or he's making a sanitation paycheck, or he's making a correction officer paycheck. It's women out there that move like that. And I'm not saying all of that because I'm just saying that I know women like that. I know women like that. Comment from Marie. Comment from Marie reads, I honestly believe that child support is a good move, except just like anything else in America, it can be abused, which it is being abused. The system is designed to look out for the best interests of the child. Financial support is necessary regardless to who have custody of the child. Marie, you might have a point there. Like I've been saying, to each his own. But in my views, I feel child support really shouldn't exist. Because like I said a little while ago, when you were making that child with that man, that third party was not there in that room. So why do you need a third party now? That's all I'm saying. Like, why do you need a third party now to tell you what to do or to tell you how much to pay? Like, for real, like, some might agree with it, some might not agree with it. But like I always say, to each his own. That third party was not in that room when you conceived that child. So why run to a third party now? It's sad. It's sad parents can't be mature about the situation. It's just sad. Like, it's really, really sad. But like I always say, for those out there, whether men, whether women, if you're going through child support and you're dealing with it, just keep fighting. Keep praying about it. Keep doing research. Keep doing what you have to do to make the fight an easier fight. Because in the beginning, like I said, it was a hard fight for me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. And I'm a private person. And I didn't know who to go to ask about help. So what I did, I sat in my room and I just researched. Found different tools, found different resources, called up different numbers, got the help that I needed. And I thank God that God blessed me with that, to not let anything just happen without me fighting the situation. Because just because you tell me this or that, let me go get another opinion. And if I don't like that opinion, let me go get another opinion. That's me. I've always been that way. Always been that way. So those people out there, whether it's a man, if you're on child support, if it's a woman, you're on child support, keep fighting. But also do the research to help your fight get easier. That's all. It don't stay cloudy forever. The sun come out sooner or later. At some point in time, the sun come out. So just don't give up. Do not give up. But I'm coming up to my time. But before I go, it's something I want to put out there while I have it on my mind. Good dialogue, positive vibe, fam. Salute, Brown. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate everything, man. Thank you. From BK to Connecticut. Thank you. But before I go, this is what I wanted to put out there. So, Siobhan, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you. If you can, if you haven't done so already, at the bottom of your screen, just click that share button so we can share this episode and, get it out there to someone or someone who needs the help or who needs this advice. But, just a PSA. So, August 26th, 2017. The family of Helping Hands is having their first annual back to school event. Now, like I said, I'm fighting for the kids. I'm all in it for the kids, for the community. I'm all in it for helping. So this event right here, we're taking donations. If you need further assistance or whatever, you could definitely hit me up on my Facebook inbox, and I'll forward you the link where you could, send donations and things of that nature. But it's basically a nonprofit organization that's being conducted, actually by Siobhan, and she's tuned in right now. Thank you. I see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. So August 26th, that's what, it's in Brooklyn. It's actually in Brownsville, Brooklyn. I know some of my viewers, they might be in Connecticut or Jersey or Long Island or wherever, but that's why there's a link. If you can donate anything like, book bags, pencils, sharpeners, erasers, like whatever you could donate, like it's all for a good cause. It's all going for a right cause. And it's for the kids, man. It's for the kids. We're trying to give back. We're trying to help out. The link is right there at the bottom of the screen. Siobhan just posted it. If you can, my viewers, just click that link and, you can donate. Whatever you could donate, it'll be greatly appreciated. Anything will help. Anything. Like just putting a smile on these kids' faces for the upcoming school year. That's all that matters. Because there's a lot of kids out there that don't have a book bag, that don't have pencils, that don't have a notebook. Like it's a lot going on that we don't know about. So that's why I'm backing up this event, because it's needed. It's needed for the community. It's needed for the kids and parents. If you're in the Brooklyn area, you can come out August 26th. I believe the time is from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Yeah, come out, donate, come out and help out. Like it will be greatly appreciated. And like I said, it's a first annual event, and who knows, if it goes good this year, it might come again next year and the year after and the year after. So, just hit me up on my Facebook or click the link. She just posted the link at the bottom of the screen. Click the link and, donate what you can donate. And if you can attend the event, that's even more appreciated. But no, thank you, Siobhan. Thank you. But that's it for my show for tonight. Before I go, like I always say, if there's anything you want to talk about, any topics you want me to discuss, you can just hit me on my email. My email address is as follows: actorjrichards@gmail.com. Once again, that's actorjrichards@gmail.com. And, you just shoot me an email, and whatever it is you want me to talk about, I'll get it up there on the next episode. But tonight's episode, this was episode 22. I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you for sharing it. I thank you for clicking the thumbs up button. Thank you for clicking the hearts button. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And click that link at the bottom of the screen. And and donate and help out. It's for the kids. It's for a good cause. It's for a great cause, actually. And if you could pull up at the event August 26th, then you'll meet myself and Siobhan and others. But help out, share this, put it out there. Let's give back to the community. Let's help these kids out. Let's get these kids off the streets and into programs, and let's save our kids. Let's save the youth. Too many kids out here are dying left and right, especially the senseless violence, and it's not right, and it's not fair. Just last night, I know I said I was ending my episode, but stuff is jumping into my head. Just last night, I read a story about a 18-year-old boy who beat his 16-month-old daughter, or something of that nature. Like, it's sad. It's real sad that it's sad babies are having babies, but it's also sad for you to put your hands on your own flesh and blood to hurt them. Like, it's sad, and it hurt my heart when I seen it, as well as I started hearing about it as well from numerous friends. They were, sending me the link and stuff like that, and I'm like, how can you beat your child? That's your own child. It's sad. Oh, and another thing before I forget too, today we lost a icon in the hip hop industry, prodigy of Mobb Deep. My condolences to his family, to his kids. Man, Mobb Deep, Prodigy, he was a big influence for myself growing up. So it's sad he passed away at the age of 42. We don't know quite yet what he passed from, but I'm sure like in another day or two, like it'll all come out to the media. But Havoc, hold your head, Havoc. Queens, y'all took a big loss today. I'm terribly sorry once again. Y'all are in my prayers and my condolences to the Prodigy family and the Mobb Deep family. But thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next Tuesday, each and every Tuesday, actually, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be back with episode 23. Thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate your help. And catch you next week. Salute.